Hi guys, how are you doing? Hoping you're doing well and welcome to Lynn's Corner. So in today's episode, I'm blessed to have a guest and together we'll talk to you about everything to do with therapy. You know, the process, the importance and also the misconceptions about therapy. I hope you'll enjoy the episode and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe and also hit the notification button so that every time I upload a new video, you get notified about it. Let's get right into the video. So for those who don't know me, my name is Lynn. I am a third year counseling psychology student at Kenya Methodist University. And our guest is here with us. She will introduce herself.
I am also Lynn Cherotich, counseling psychology student at Kenya Methodist University, and we are going to learn more.
Yeah, so let's get right into the video. We're going to start with what is therapy and we explain the process to you. So Lynn, tell us, what is therapy?
Therapy is also counseling, and I would define therapy as an interpersonal relationship between a counselor and a client whose aim is to facilitate growth and change in the life of the client.
Wow, that has been a good definition, and it's very simple. So in short, like, counseling is an interactive process between a counselor and a client, right?
Right.
And the relationship leads to change kwa side ya client.
Yeah, the relationship leads to change from the side of the client.
Yeah, so that's that. It's as simple as that. And the process of therapy has 5 processes. And to Buzilia.
Therapy has 5 stages. Follows building a relationship is the first stage, then the exploration stage, the understanding stage, action point, termination and follow-up.
Nice. So we as the viewers today, let me pretend to be a viewer. Atujui building a relationship. Who is building a relationship? Who is loving who?
Okay. At this point, building the relationship. So the counselor is building a relationship or creating a good rapport between him or herself with the client. In this stage also, the counselor gets to build trust with the client, such that the client is the one who builds trust with the counselor. The counselor is the one who facilitates
the process. So in short, what I'm hearing is building a relationship ni wao kujuana, like the counselor knowing the client and the client knowing who the counselor is. Hapa ndipo pia you get to know the qualifications of your counselor if you are interested in knowing the qualifications of your counselor, right?
Yeah.
So the next stage is exploration. What happens in exploration?
Exploration is a stage whereby the counselor is focused and concentrates more on the client's agenda. That is, what change does this client want to accomplish at the end of the counseling process? So the counselor gets to understand the issues and concerns that the client is presenting. Yeah, I guess that's it.
So in short, I'm understanding that exploration is where the counselor understands what has brought the client to therapy. Like, nini imefanya ukakuja hapa?
Yeah, very correct.
Yeah, so that is exploration stage. And we go to the next stage, which is understanding stage.
Understanding stage, during this period, the counselor gets to understand the client from the client's point of view. That is, the counselor and the client are reading from the same page. The counselor helps the client to understand oneself. You know, not all of us know ourselves, what our self-esteem and everything that is about us. So the counselor helps the client to understand oneself, their issues, their concerns, and so both of them get to understand each other and the client's issues.
So understanding is just understanding. Like, the counselor understands the client's issues and the counselor also helps the client to understand themselves.
Yeah, the client understands themselves, and the counselor understands the client.
The client. Yeah, wow, that's beautiful. So the next stage is action stage. What happens in action stage?
What happens in action stage is the client and the counselor get to go through the issues and explore various solutions that are appropriate to help these clients deal with their issues effectively. So during the actions point, the client and the counselor find out the best solution for the client's concerns. But the client is the one who goes ahead and puts the solutions into practice, and he also is the one who chooses what solution they are going to apply.
Second last stage is termination. So what happens in termination stage?
Termination stage is the end of the counseling process, but not actually the end of the end. So during this stage, the counselor and the client collaborate and highlight and summarize what has been happening in the previous stages, and also the counselor gets to help the client on their action plan. This is through summarizing the action plan, what they have managed to do and what they are still working on. And so during this stage, the client also has to be happy and also has to have on their action plan and feel supported throughout the process. And then after everything is done, the summarizing and the highlighting of what has happened in the previous session, they plan on the next meeting, which will be the last process of counseling, which is follow-up, whereby the counselor and the client will meet and discuss on the action plan and how far the client has gone with the action plan, and is it working, and if it's not working, then they can plan or find out other solutions to the client's concerns and issues. And that is the end of the counseling process.
Yeah, as you've heard, that's the end of the counseling process. What I might add on is that the last stage, ya mwisho kabisa, the follow-up stage does not happen immediately. It happens like after 6 months.
Yeah,
3 to 6. Yeah, 3 to 6 months. So it does not happen immediately, unlike the other counseling or therapy sessions, which happen weekly.
Yeah, weekly, or maybe after 2 weeks.
Yeah,
depending on the schedule of the client.
Yeah, but the way counseling or therapy works depending on the client. Whatever the client wants is what you are served. If you want to meet twice per week, if you want to meet weekly, if you want to meet after 2 weeks, it's what.
Even after 4 days.
Yeah, even after 4 days. It's whatever you want is what you are served, since counseling is all about the client. Yeah. So we'll go to our next topic of today, which is the benefits or the importance of counseling. So the number one importance is empowering the client. Meaning kujijua zaidi, and also in counseling you get to know more information about the things disturbing you, and you get to relate to even unajua si wewe peke yako unapitia mashida kaa hizo, so you get empowered.
Yeah, and also helping the client to realize their full potential. That is, maybe they are dealing with an issue and they feel like they can't do it anymore. You help them realize that they got it and they have the strength and the energy to do it. They just need to keep pressing on. Number 2 is getting support during transitions. For example, during the adolescent stage, many people are confused during this stage because no one gets to prepare us for those changes that happen physically, emotionally, and also mentally. So the client gets to be helped deal with those issues, and also the young adults transitioning into adults into marriage.
Yeah, so another one is greater self-acceptance and self-esteem. But the counseling will help you to know yourself more. And when you know yourself more, it boosts your self-acceptance, unajikubali zaidi, and also it boosts your self-esteem. Like you're more proud of who you are, you're more proud of being you. Like me, I'm more proud of being Lynn. Yeah.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
The next benefit of therapy is that therapy creates a safe space for self-expression, your emotions, your thoughts, without interruption and judgment. Since counseling is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, true.
So you can talk, you can speak out or talk out your thoughts and your emotions away.
So another one is ability to change self-defeating behaviors. Self-defeating behaviors are behaviors where you keep on criticizing yourself. Unashinda ukijiambia ubaya yako. That's a self-defeating behavior, and counseling will help you to change it, to stop it. No, wacha kabisa.
Yeah, it involves also the negative self-talk.
Yeah.
So you are helped to adapt a positive self-talk and point of view. Counseling also creates a safe space for self-growth. That is, you get to understand your strengths, your weaknesses, and work on the weaknesses that can be changed, and learn how to live with the weaknesses that cannot be changed. And that is it.
So another important benefit is relief from mental health conditions like depression. So a person who is going through depression, akona mental health condition. I've talked about anxiety and stress. So if you're having any mental health condition, you can go talk to a counselor and you will get relief, or you will get help. Yeah.
Another benefit is decision making. So the client is helped to make rational decisions based on whatever they want to make, whatever decision they want to make, and most importantly, decisions that can change somebody's life.
Yeah, so another one is improved problem solving. Unasaidiwa kuweza kusolve shida unapitia haraka, and also in the best way possible. Not just haraka, but in the best way possible.
Another benefit is organization of thoughts. You know, sometimes we get to overthink and our thoughts are wandering. Maybe we have also thoughts on how to organize. We are trying to organize our future. We are trying to think about how our future will be, and so sometimes we get stagnant. At this point, we don't know what comes first. What should we give the first priority? And so counseling helps you to prioritize what should come first and what should come second, third, and
True. So another benefit is providing support and validation. So most people unakwanga, you are thinking the right thought, but uko tu hapo uko like ay, ama si ukweli, ama si hivyo. So in counseling you get validation. You're told yes, what you are thinking ni ukweli, it's okay. Yes. So you get validated, and also you are supported. It's a safe space, so you get supported.
Another benefit is that you get to be helped to understand your self-worth and self-esteem, and boost your self-esteem. Those struggling with issues of self-esteem and self-acceptance, and also your body image. You get to be helped to love yourself.
Yeah. So as we are concluding on the benefits, I'll say my last point and she'll say her last one. My last one will be fostering hope, encouragement, and motivation. So in counseling, unapewa hope, you are encouraged, and you are motivated. You're told you have done this, you have got to point A. You can make a step to go to point B. And because your counselor is there providing you with support, you will definitely get to point B, C, and D.
Counseling is also important in career life planning, and career and vocational counseling is always there for those who are struggling to choose a career and to choose a life plan. That is planning your life. You are stagnant, you don't know how your life is going to be. Counseling will help you.
Yeah, so that was that on the benefits, and now we will get into the misconceptions about counseling. Number one, this one is people tend to think that a counselor can read people's mind. Just because you're doing psychology, you tend to think that I can read your mind. No, that one is a lie. It's a misconception. Just because you're doing psychology doesn't mean that a counselor can read people's mind. Okay, what psychology does, it helps you to be able to predict behavior. And in predicting behavior, people think that you ameweza kupredict hivyo vizuri ananisoma akili, which is a lie.
Another misconception is that people tend to think that counseling or therapy is for people with a mental illness or a mental disorder. But truth be told, therapy is for anyone, everyone, and it's for maybe you need to restructure your thoughts, maybe you need to gain an insight of a certain concern that's disturbing you in life, or maybe you need to make a huge decision in life. You can consult a therapist to get more help.
True. So another one is people tend to think that admitting that you need help, admitting that you need counseling means you are weak. That's a lie. In fact, admitting that you need help shows how strong you are. Because how we are raised in the African society, we are told that ufai kushinda ukitisha usaidizi. But admitting that you need help, going that extra step shows how strong you are. So going for therapy does not mean that you are weak. It shows you're strong.
Misconception number 3 is that people think therapy or counseling is giving advice. No, it's not giving advice. It's helping the client to think on their own. That is to realize that they got the potential, they got everything it takes to make that decision on their own. We don't advise clients at all.
Yeah, so to add on that point is another one. People think that nikikuja therapy, juu wewe ndiye counselor, you're supposed to know what I am going through. That one is not true. I do not know what you're going through. Probably this is the first time that we have met. So until you explain to me what you have been through, I cannot be able to help you. That is why you express yourself in the exploration stage. You express yourself so that as the counselor, I can understand you.
Is that okay, when you visited a therapist, the counselor or the therapist is going to solve all your problems and you have to sit there and wait for them to solve your problems. No, therapy helps the client to solve their own problems in the most appropriate manner. That is, you empower the client, you help them to get solutions that are effective for their concerns, and they are the ones who solve their problems. But you just support them, you make them feel supported and feel they are not alone in that journey, and you don't solve their problems.
Yeah. So another one is people think that counseling or therapy is only for women. And this is because of how we are raised in the African culture, showing that men ufai kuitisha usaidizi. That one is wrong. Counseling is for everyone. As a man, you also need your feelings or whatever you're feeling to be validated. You also need support, and you can get that in counseling. So it's not for women, it's for everyone.
Yeah. Another misconception is that people tend to think that therapists make decisions for their clients, but the truth is that the clients make their own decisions. But the counselor or therapist here helps the client to make the best choices or decisions. By analyzing the what they got, or what they want to, the decisions they want to make, and which one is most likely going to work. But the client is the one who makes their own decision.
So another one is that people think that counseling or therapy only deals with the past. I don't know if this is because majority of the issues you find people going through mostly zinakwanga because of what you have gone through in the past. But counseling does not deal only with the past, it also deals with the present. Like probably you can be going through something because of what has happened now. Like nimepitia kitu sahi, alafu hiyo kitu inafanya I go through something. You're getting what I'm trying to say. So it does not only deal with the past, it also helps you to make decisions for the future, as Lynn has said. So yeah.
Another misconception is that people think that all counselors are the same. Okay, you've visited a counselor and the experience you've had with this counselor is different or didn't work best for you, and so you get to generalize all counselors and say that, oh, counselors are the same, they can't even help you. But counselors are different, and they have different potentialities and qualifications also. So counselors are different, and you get different experiences from different counselors.
Yeah, that's true. So as we conclude a bit, this is the last point, is that people tend to think that counselors are perfect, and that also counselors know everything. That one is not true. We are not perfect. We are humans. We also make mistakes. We've also gone through things that have hurt us. In counseling, we say that counselors are wounded healers, meaning that we have gone through something and we healed. We went through therapy, because it's compulsory, by the way, for a counselor to keep going for therapy sessions. Yeah. So we have healed whatever we've gone through, or whatever we are going through. We're in the process of healing. So we are not perfect. And about counselors knowing everything, hakuna mtu anajuanga kila kitu. No one is God, so no one knows everything. So yeah, counselors don't know everything.
Maybe to add a point, another misconception is that people think that, okay, you fear visiting a therapist because you think, okay, what will he or she think about me? They are going to judge me. As we were going through the benefits of therapy, we found out that therapy is a judgment-free zone and is a safe space. So there is no judgment in therapy.
Yeah, there's no judgment. So that was today's episode, all about therapy. We hope that you have learned something. We hope that we have helped you, and we hope that you who is there contemplating whether you will go for a therapy session or not, we hope that we've given you the best insight as to why you should go for therapy.
Yeah, thank you for listening to us. Thank you for viewing, and we love you so much.
Yeah, we love you. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.